Hi, welcome back. This is our regular challenge reset video. If you've been on our channel before, you've seen our previous challenge resets, then
this is the same.
All you need to know is, yeah, it's still working for the current static challenge, and you don't really need to watch the video, but if you're new to Injustice, welcome. And if you're looking on how to reset the static challenge on Android, this is for you.
Yeah.
We test on Android only. We have no Apple devices we're checking. As far as we know, this does not work on Apple devices. And apparently it doesn't work on every Android devices. There's always some complaints that it's not working. But we've got a few suggestions after we go through the regular challenge reset.
As always, our main problem is we don't actually have the resources to test all the devices. We basically only speak for our own devices, and generally this seems to also be what works for a lot of people.
Yeah, and we're going to illustrate just one other point. One of the questions that we get asked a lot is, well, where do you get so much of this, that, or whatever, like, you know, coins and whatever. Here we're going to show you where you can get a lot of recharges if you're willing to farm the challenge. And the challenge is actually a great place to farm if you reset it, because you can get through it really quickly and you make a lot of resources. So this is the eighth fight in the first ladder of the challenge. Oh, was it? There we go. Refill it. And after you win the 8th fight, you get 3 energy refill cards. Okay?
Yeah.
So we've said this before, that the whole point of the challenge reset is that you can restart it at any point. It could be after you finish standard mode, after you've finished nightmare mode and everything's done.
Or even after you've only just gotten the bronze pack.
Right. So in this case, we're actually going to do it a little differently. We're still in standard mode, and we've only completed 8 battles in the first ladder, and we've got our energy refill cards. You reset it so that you keep all the rewards that you get, but then you can get more of them again at a lower difficulty. So actually, let's say you're able to finish a nightmare, you get the 3 copies of static, and you want more copies, you could buy them in the store, or you could reset the challenge and just win them again. But you keep all your rewards, and the whole point of it is to get more copies of static. And if you're so inclined, it's actually the credit farming is more efficient here than on anywhere else. Experience, not so much.
The good news is not only is the credit farming more efficient, is that you can also use all of your characters. In most other high-level farming opportunities, you're basically using your best gold characters, and you're not using much of anyone else. In this, you have to use every single one of your characters. Your bronze characters are useful, even just random specific characters. So this is making use of all of your energy.
So even though we've played a little bit now, typically what we do is do it on a fresh start, a clean start. You've swiped it out of your app list, and then you start it. When you start it, you don't want to do the challenge reset right away. What you want to do is wait a little bit. And the cue that we use for waiting long enough is we typically go into our collection, look at the gear cards, and wait until the pictures populate.
Yeah, and that's just our kind of clock that we found. That is the rough amount of time it takes for it to actually be ready for us to do the next step.
Because it's slower on a slower device and it's faster on a faster device. So the next thing you need to do is disconnect from the internet. We're on Wi-Fi, so we disconnect. So we turn the Wi-Fi off. And if you are on a data plan, you go into airplane mode.
You do whatever necessary to just get rid of all your connection to the internet.
It's important to do that first, and then you change your clock to time when the challenge will be over.
But hopefully not too far, because one problem that people experience is they have trouble getting the discount gold packs when they've set it forward. And this, we found, usually only happens when you go into the store.
Well, not usually.
Well, it only happens when you go into the store
and you've gone into the future. Because what that does is it triggers a pack, and your game remembers that, so it won't give you another one until 24 hours after that time. So if you can reset the challenge by going ahead a year, but then if you accidentally go in the store, you won't get your gold packs spontaneously appearing until a year later. So there's no need to advance your calendar any further.
Yeah, so this is the safest way of doing it.
So what's going to happen is we're going to be back on the title page, and we're going to look for the one signifier that will tell us whether this is working or not.
Which is you see, just under the challenge icon, the button that you press says 17 days. When it doesn't work, you see 16,000 something days.
And if you get that, it's not working for you, so that means you shut down Injustice, swipe it out of your menu, completely shut it down, and then put your date back, put your internet connection back on.
Yeah.
Anytime, and here's another thing too, in general, with any glitch, shut off your internet connection if even if it's not necessary, just so that you're less likely to have any kind of bad consequences from it.
Yeah.
So typically, other questions that we get asked, will you get banned? Probably not. We can't say for sure, we don't know, but we've been doing this for about a year, and we've done it literally hundreds of times. We haven't been banned yet.
So the answer is, it looks like no. We can never be 100% sure unless somebody actually did get banned.
Oh, I don't remember if we said this. What we're doing is we're waiting here on the screen for a minute, literally a minute, 60 seconds, before we hit the challenge. Did I not go far enough? 20 seconds. Yeah. That's interesting. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I screwed that up. I did not change the date. Okay.
That's
so
unfortunate.
Yeah, so we're killing a little bit of time here. But always disconnect from the internet first. Don't go into your store when you're time shifted. And your multiplayer daily bonus missions might be affected, but not consistently.
Yeah. When we started using it, they were affected, and then they came back. It's been kind of erratic.
Yeah. Alright, so you can ignore that little bit that we screwed up at the beginning. So you could actually do it in 2 steps as far as shutting down your internet and then changing the date. We found that it's more efficient just to do both in 1 step.
Yeah.
But clearly, that was not the case this time.
Welp.
Alright, so what's going to happen is when we go back into the challenge, it's going to show, after waiting a minute, it should give us, there are still 17 days, so that's good, it's going to work. It should give us a message saying 25 credits. Don't confirm it when that happens, because we're going to shift the date back again.
Yeah.
So that when it's trying to tell us that the challenge expired, it'll actually not expire on us. And we'll get to keep the credits, but it's already reset once you go into it. So we got another...
If you confirm it, you don't get to keep the credits.
Alright, what else do we need to talk about for the people who are starting out? Yeah, we just made another minute that we need to fill.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Oh, and if it's not working for you, the other thing to do is consider trying some of our older techniques. Lately, in the last, 3 or 4 months, we've been basically doing the same thing because it's still working for us, but clearly for some people it doesn't. We've got a playlist made of challenge resets, and you can go to that and see our earlier techniques that are still good for us.
And hopefully at least one will work for you.
There's a minute. I'm going to go into the challenge now. There's a 25 credits. Do not confirm. If you don't care about how many challenge credits you're going to get, if you just want to start off with a 50, you can just put everything back. Change the date back and reconnect the internet. We're not. We're going to squeeze another 25 credits to get 75 so that we'll have enough to complete the challenge on standard mode.
Yeah, because we're a little lazy and grinding for credits doesn't appeal as much to us.
Yeah, because you need 63. This will give us 75. And sometimes when you've got a brand new character, it doesn't matter nearly as much because you're going to be grinding a little bit to level him up. And we've got a companion video on how to grind for experience most efficiently.
Yeah.
But because of the double experience point this weekend, we've actually got Static up to level 50 already.
Which is
quite
fast.
We can show you at the end. He's actually looking pretty good. I had him a couple times fighting, swapping him in on Bonus Battle 6, and he actually did a good amount of damage even though he's only Elite 1. But he's level 50.
Nice to see. Another powerful character.
Oh, and the other thing is, alright, here we can confirm challenge expired, and we're back here, so now we will, because we're not connected to the internet still, we don't need to change that, we're going to change the date again to time when the challenge will be completed. Ooh, went a little too far. And we come back. So one other question we get a lot is, can you bring back a previous challenge that's expired? And we've got another companion video. We're going to put up the link in the description. But the short answer is yes, but the long answer is Yes,
not
but it's
in
not
a useful way.
Yeah, it's not going to really be useful because the only time you can bring back an old challenge is when it is just expired and before the next one has come. Now, most of the time, this is like a couple days, right? Challenge ends on Monday, new one on Thursday. Sometimes when it's delayed, like it was after the Scorpion challenge, you can bring it back. But really, it's not that useful to you because
The only way you can really reset it is if you're already playing in a time span in which you could have probably done the challenge in the first place.
Yeah, so buys you a couple more days if you're really sort of on that cusp of not being able to complete it and you needed, a couple days more. Or maybe you just want to grind. And like for credits, it is the most efficient place to grind credits. Even better than Bonus Battle 6.
So yeah, you can reset it, but if you've missed a challenge and it's already the next challenge, that challenge is gone.
Yeah.
One thing I would really like in Injustice is if you could buy old challenges, because to me that'd be more useful than being able to buy credits.
I would totally love that.
Yeah.
I would actually pay money, even though it's characters that we've picked up all of them in the packs. I would pay money just to unlock them in the store, so that when there's a change in the elite level that you can get,
you can just buy the next elite.
Yeah. All right, so we waited a minute. We go back in the challenge. 25 credits. 25 credits. All right, so now we're done. We've got the 50 credits, and you're probably wondering, so where's the 75? Well, actually, you're not wondering if you've watched our videos before. But what happens is we'll have the 50 credits now. And the last step to lock in everything will get us the last 25 credits.
Which is nice and convenient.
Yeah. Oh, one other thing too is if you're on Android, because like we said, we're Android only, we're not on Apple. If you're on Android and it's not working, we haven't done this ourselves because we haven't needed to, but there have been at least 2 commenters who have said that it didn't work for them, but after they uninstalled and then reinstalled Injustice, the challenge reset started working for them again.
Yeah, so that's one thing that you might want to try at your own risk, obviously.
Right, so if you're going to uninstall it, definitely back it up. You can use your Warner Brothers ID, log in, do an online battle, and that's
just to log it in.
Yeah, that's supposed to save all your progress. But we would actually recommend a third-party app like Helium or Titanium that would allow you to 67 credits.
Make sure that you've got a copy of it saved.
That's interesting.
Huh.
Why do we have 67 credits? That's behavior we've never seen. Very interesting.
Well, that's enough credits to complete the challenge.
But we also want to lock in. So this last step you have to do, because if you don't, you may lose all your progress during the challenge. So we swipe it out of our menu. So we start it brand new. And the point of this is, if you do not do this, if at any point Injustice shuts down,
when you open it the next time, the challenge will automatically reset.
And you will lose all your progress. You'll get a 25 credits again, but anything you've done up until that point will reset back to standard level of difficulty, and all the fights will be clean.
Which can be frustrating, especially with the crashing that is not an uncommon feature of Injustice.
Oh, one other issue is sometimes people do the reset, it works once for them, they do it again, it's fine, and then at some later point it stops working for them. Sometimes that's a timing issue. If that happens to you, we recommend that you actually do it again like you did the first time. So if you watch along with the video, then you know for sure that you're not going too fast. But sometimes doing too fast will make the reset not work.
Or again, different devices are different times. Try waiting a little bit longer.
So we go back into the challenge. 25 more credits.
And now we have 92.
And now we have 92.
Because we had 67 for some reason.
Which is strange.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's locked in now. If you didn't do that last step, to get the even if you didn't need the 25 credits, which we did not need, you will lose your progress.
Yeah.
So what we could do actually is, if you wanted to see, as a bonus, we're going to show you Static. Pretty interesting guy.
Static.
He's got a pretty cool passive. He makes Lobo a little bit obsolete. He's immune to Power Drain, which is all of Lobo's passive.
Yeah.
But he's also got the ability to generate power when he's blocking a special attack,
which is really good.
So it makes it, to me, he would be a good candidate on your team for either a tank or even a specialist, because he can generate power easily, right?
Yeah.
And he can't get drained, so then you don't have to worry.
And that
about...
makes him super useful in online multiplayer, because normally when you're getting hit, period, you never generate energy. But by blocking and generating energy in online multiplayer, that's good.
So he's sort of like the complement to Godfall, who generates energy by blocking regular attacks.
Yeah.
So that's it. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to comment. If you like this video, great. If you don't like the video, well...
show it to your enemies.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.